100 FM The Pike, Worcester's rock station, and a Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy, like Phil Lynott, is like the Bruce Springsteen of Ireland. That's what I get from it anyway. When I was
we'll call it that.
Yeah, I mean he's just an icon in Ireland, and Thin Lizzy's an awesome band. And I played that because we have a couple of folks in here who are helping out to put on the Worcester Irish Cultural Festival. It's Cait Lubeczyk and Gareth McAlinden.
That's the one.
I got it.
Yeah.
All right, good. I've been practicing. And you guys are part of, what's the organization that puts this on?
Yeah, so it's the Worcester Irish Cultural Festival. So this is actually our third year now. All kind of started from an idea that me and myself and Cait met at a Worcester Chamber event and kind of talked about, wouldn't it be great to have a festival where you have the GAA, the music, the dancers, everybody under one roof. And what a venue we have in Polar Park as well. Where we can have the games, where we can have the music, we have the dancers. So we're super excited for Saturday. Yeah, so it really is. You mentioned the games. I'm really looking forward to the hurling. Great sport, right?
Right, and it makes hockey look like golf, pretty much. I've been to Ireland a few times and watched it on television, and it's brutal, but very exciting. Very exciting. It's the fastest game on grass. Yes.
It is an old warrior sport that dates back almost 3,000 years. A lot of history in it. And, one of the only sports in the world that still technically an amateur sport, can fill a 90,000-seat stadium. A lot of people probably seen Croke Park at the weekend where they had the Pittsburgh Steelers game at Croke Park. That stadium fills out every weekend for amateur sports with Gaelic football and hurling. So something that's a big part of Irish culture, which we try to bring in with the festival as well. You say amateur, so those guys are just doing it? They're not getting paid? These guys are amateur. They are professional athletes playing an amateur sport. Yeah. They don't get paid. They actually play for where they're from. And that's the uniqueness about the game. They play for where they're from, for pride. Yeah. Not for money, not for anything else, but for pride where they're from. It's very unique. All we need is a Netflix documentary to kind of promote it. Yeah. And it would the history behind the game is phenomenal. The sports are phenomenal. Hurling, Gaelic football, which both are going to be showcased at the festival on Saturday. So we're super excited to bring them to Worcester. What's the difference between Gaelic football and American football or European football? Yeah, so Gaelic football is kind of like if you put soccer, rugby, street basketball, Aussie rules all in one sport. It's a big field. So these guys are phenomenally fit, but it's they're bringing in all the different skill levels and the Gaelic football and hurling date generations even before some of these sports. So these sports have been around a long time. But that's kind of like that would be kind of how we would explain Gaelic football. And then hurling, it's kind of like with a stick. All that with a stick. Yeah, stick. No pads, just the helmet. They only brought the helmet in like 20 years ago because it was like, we need to bring the helmets in. Kind of like hockey back in the days. But you talked about hockey. Hockey dates back, like how hockey started. Gaelic football, hurling was actually part of one of those founding sports. When it started up in Nova Scotia, up in Canada. A lot of the Irish and the Scots. The Scot have shinty, which is another kind of similar game they have. So ice hockey actually came from those sports, those old Celtic sports. I can see that. I mean, the hurling stick, it's like an axe handle, and then it's got a flat end with what looks like a blade sanded down on the end. It really is amazing. But it's, it's a lot of fun. It is. It's great. It's a great fun. Once you pick up the basics, it is such a fun sport to play. And so you got the sports, and then there'll be the dancing involved. Right?
We have the McInerney dancers at the opening ceremony. So they've been with us for the past 3 years, and they're phenomenal. They're great to work with. So we're going to have, I think, 30 or 40 girls up there and boys dancing. Nice. And then, of course, the music. Yeah. I see you have the Poor Men playing. They're one of my favorites. Oh, they're great. And we had them last year, too, and they were such a hit, and we said we need to have them back. The day kicks off with Jinty McGrath. He's a Cork musician from Boston. He's coming in, and then we have the Poor Men, and then our headliner is Derek Warfield and the Young Wolf Tones. Yes, great. Yeah. I saw them at the Hibernian Club last St. Patrick's Day. Don't remember leaving. It was a very fun night. It was a good night. Yeah, it was a good night. They know how to get the crowd going. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and you can find the whole schedule laid out for you, Worcester Irish Cultural Festival.org.
Yes.
Can you also get tickets there in advance?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
And we really recommend it. You can get your tickets in advance. It's $5 for kids, $10 for students, and $15 for adults. If you wait till Saturday, which is great too, they go up to $20. So if you want to save some money,
yeah, get them in advance.
Get them in advance.
Bring the whole family.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Irish food, which I think gets a bad rap.
It does.
It does get a bad. Like I said, I've been to Ireland several times. I found most of it, the food I had there that they said was traditional Irish food, to be delicious. Then again, I wasn't really eating in anyone's home.
You don't find too much corned beef and cabbage in Ireland.
Right, yeah, that's another thing that people should know. That's not really an Irish thing.
Not really, no. It was kind of more of an Irish-American thing back in the days whenever the Irish came over to New York. And, ham would be the big one, ham and bacon. But that was expensive back in the day, so that's where kind of the corned beef came in. But, yeah, we'll have... I'm pretty sure they're going to have shepherd's pie. They're going to have fish and chips. They're going to have curry chips. Yeah, so trying to make it as authentic as possible. So, and that includes the food.
I was hoping for a carvery lunch. That's something I discovered.
Like a Sunday carvery?
Yeah. Oh, so good. It was like...
So think of Thanksgiving dinner every Sunday.
Yeah. Or in some pubs, like every day for lunch, which this place I went to in Galway had the roast beef and the ham and the turkey and then all the sides and stuff. So
all the fixins.
And then a nap.
And then a nap, right? A little nap during the day. And then, of course, I see Guinness as a sponsor. So I imagine pints of the black stuff will be flowing all over the place.
It will be flowing this year.
Nice.
So.
Are you guys going to having a perfect pint contest or anything? Because pouring a Guinness is an art form.
Yeah,
it is.
We're not having a perfect pint contest this year. Mike Reardon, though, the Guinness ambassador, he does a toast right after the opening ceremonies. He does a toast with the whole stadium, the whole park. And he will be doing a Guinness history workshop.
Oh, nice.
Around 1 o'clock in one of the other stages, one of the other stage areas.
Oh, I'd like to attend that.
Oh, definitely.
So he'll be at the Marketplace stage at 1:30.
1:30.
Talking about that?
Yeah.
Nice.
And no one knows more about Guinness than this guy. And it's just listening to him talk about it is really cool.
It's one of the greatest real estate deals in history. What was it, Arthur?
9,000 year.
A 9,000 year lease at what was it, like $1,500? It ended up being something crazy.
I'm in the middle of House of Guinness right now.
Yeah. I just finished it.
No
Let
spoilers.
me tell you about the end.
No,
I'll just tell you this. It's infuriating.
Oh, really?
That's all I got to say.
Okay.
I almost threw my glass
I'll
across
watch it
the room.
after this weekend then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even on that Marketplace stage, we have Mike, but then we also have a guy called Davy Holden. Davy Holden is an Irish historian from Kilkenny who kind of has a massive following on social media for doing those 1 minute, 30-second clips of Irish history around Ireland. He actually went to New York as well and did a lot of the videos on New York and some of the historic events that happened back in the days where... like a lot of the 1916 Easter Rising stuff, a lot of like the Troubles, fascinating. So he's going to be there to do a presentation on the Irish rebel songs and like where those came from, because those songs you listen to like from the Wolf Tones, those all have meanings that date back, even into like into the 1800s, early 1900s. So really, really fascinating stuff. So we try to build it out as much as possible and authentic as possible.
Yeah.
That's what we really want to, that's why we have the games. That's why we have Davy coming in. Guinness is a big part of Irish culture too, right? And then we have another kid. He's actually a professor at Holy Cross. His name is Jamer O'Meachar. So he is actually a famous box player in Ireland. So he's going to be coming in and doing. So we're, again, just trying to make it as authentic as possible. We hope we can provide that.
It sounds awesome. And it actually kind of starts tonight. You guys have some other events leading up, kind of getting you ramping up, get you psyched up. And tonight, I believe Moyna's Tavern over here.
Yep.
What's going on? Is it trivia night?
It is. So it's my brother. He has a trivia company out in LA. He's from Worcester, obviously, but he won Jeopardy. He's a Jeopardy champion.
Oh my God, I've talked to him.
Brendan Sargent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right.
Oh my God, don't be too excited.
His
head's gonna get huge.
He was a great guest.
He's a great kid. I raised him well.
Okay.
So he's coming in today I pick him up at Worcester Airport at 2. And he has a trivia company out in LA called Lucky Guest Trivia. And he offered to come out and do an Irish edition trivia to kick off the festival. So we're going to be at Moyni's tonight from 7 to 9.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Moyni's is a great spot.
And the game will be on. It'll just be muted for the last hour of the game.
Very, very considerate of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moyni's is a great spot.
Oh, it's the
Oldest
best.
tavern in Worcester. I think 1930.
1934.
I think so.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. They'll tell
I
you.
go by it every day.
Just ask them down there. They'll tell you all about it.
They've been phenomenal partners. All of the pubs, the Irish pubs in Worcester, have been phenomenal partners this year. We were hesitant to go to them for any kind of sponsorship because they're small businesses and we don't want to, beg them for money. They're just, getting by too. And they all just really came out in full force and said, how can we help? How can we help you promote? And they've been great. So we're happy to do this at Moyni's tonight and promote them more.
And then you have some events tomorrow.
We
too,
do.
right?
We have the official kickoff tomorrow at the Hibernian Center, Fiddler's Green.
Nice.
Davey Holden is going to be doing his Rebel history. And then they have Fiddlers has Goodbye Irene playing. It's like a Irish folk band.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 9:00 at Boland's on Water Street, Songs for Kaylee is playing. So we're going to be partying around the Canal District and Green Island area.
Couple of sore heads on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Well, that comes with the territory.
We
right?
just need to keep it going through the weekend. And then the festival is Saturday.
Yeah, at Polar Park.
Polar Park.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Again, you can get all the information and get your tickets in advance because they're cheaper that way. Worcester Irish Cultural Festival.org. Before I let you guys go, what is the biggest misconception about Ireland or the Irish people? Something you hear, besides the corned beef and cabbage, something you hear all the time where it's like, that's just not true.
It's hard to look past the corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Do you actually enjoy that, or is that?
I think I've had it once. I think I've had like a corned beef hash for breakfast, and I was like, yeah, this is not great. But yeah, you're going to meet a lot of Irish people there. If anybody wants to have that conversation, there's going to be a lot of Irish people they can talk to on Saturday.
Right.
So,
and it'll get more lively as the day goes on.
Of course.
As the pints go down.
Of course.
There'll be a lot of.
And it's looking like a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's going to be hopefully like today, which is perfect.
Even nicer.
We've
Nice.
really
In
lucked
the
out.
70s,
So.
yeah. We've been
behaving ourselves this week to
Saving
please
up.
the gods.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, head over there, and it's Polar Park, and the gates open at what time? Are the gates
11:30.
11:30. Get there in time to see Ginty McGrath, and I'll see you over at the hurling, and then I'll go see the poor men, and then I'll go back for some Gaelic football, and then by then, if I'm still standing,
and then we'll keep that Red Sox Yankees rivalry with New York. The NYPD's coming up to play a Boston team, so we'll keep that Boston New York rivalry going through the weekend.
Oh boy, it all depends how it's going to go after tonight.
After tonight.
We'll see.
Yeah, listen, do us a favor. This is a great event. Don't throw anything. Okay, please don't throw. Be
don't.
nice.
Yeah, we
there's
wanna
going to
come
be
back next
families
year.
there. Okay, yeah, exactly. All right, Gareth and Cait, thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it. Worcester Irish Cultural Festival, Polar Park. I'll post all the information on how to get tickets and the full event schedule and everything on all over our social media, and I'll post this interview at pikefm.com.
Awesome.
Shortly after the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.